Hello and good morning, everyone. This is another great episode of Thirsty for Greatness Thursday. Let's get into it. Hello. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. This is another great episode of Thirsty for Greatness. Before I get into my content, do me a favor, family. Go and check out the links in the description. We're talking about my class, the Tony King Experience. The other class, Secrets Unlocked with Tony King. My class, the Toolkit for Musicianship Mastery. My podcast, Teach One Tuesday podcast. My business, Rare Keys Production and Music School. And Linktree link for you if you want to learn more about me. All those links are in the description. Go check those things out. All right. So this week we're talking about creativity. And so this episode, I want to give some examples because I think it's important to give some examples of how we can be creative in what we do in our daily routines. All right. So obviously I am a musician. You can see my digital keyboard in the back. You can see my my artwork, all those things. You see my mic. So, I've been getting it in here. All right. So, but my practice time, I am a pianist. And so I really search for ways to make my practice time even more exciting. And I'm going to give you some examples. One of the things is timing. How much time do I want to sit down to play? So if I want to do an hour a day, maybe I'll take the first 15 minutes. And maybe I am playing through some measures, couple of measures, or maybe a system on a classical piece that I am learning, I'm going over. And, I go over that. I maybe do the right hand. Maybe I do the left hand after that, bring my hands together. I'm singing the melody in my head as I go. I'm starting on a certain measure. Then I'm going back and I do two measures leading up to that point, and then I go back 3 measures and lead up to that point. So these are different ways that I make my practice time fun. And so say I do that for 15 minutes, and so then I step away, and maybe when I come back, I'm still working on this piece. And so maybe what I want to do is go and refresh my ears, and I go listen to the piece itself. I have the score in my hand, and I listen to this piece of music, singing along, reading and singing along with this, really honing in on, dynamics, articulation, all those kinds of things. And maybe I do that for 5 minutes. This is my second 15-minute block, and maybe I do it for 5 minutes or so. And then I get back on the piano and I go over maybe some parts that I would have, some measures that I was having some issues with, and I go back and I play through it some more. And so those are my first 2 15-minute blocks. Okay. And so then maybe my third 15-minute block, I go back, but this time I'm not doing classical music. I'm going over some jazz, maybe a piece that I'm learning, tune that I'm learning rather. And right now I am learning and going over and practicing "Beautiful Love." I don't know who the tune is by. I should know, but jazz tune "Beautiful Love." So I'm going through that. I am learning Bill Evans' version. I don't know if he wrote it. Forgive me for my jazz people. But yeah. So going over that, his version of it, his solo and all that. So I do that for 15 minutes. Maybe I'll go over the tune itself for maybe let's just say, I'll go over the tune itself. Maybe for 10 minutes of that block, and then maybe 5 minutes. I start going over the solo. Take a break, but when I come back from my fourth 15-minute block, I go back to the solo. All right. Maybe I go back to the solo. Maybe I listen first, and then I start learning bits and pieces of the solo. So these are just some ways that I make my practice time fun. Because believe it or not, I love music, but it can be an arduous process if you don't have a plan. All right. So this is how I make it fun. I try not to stress myself, and just make it fun and exciting. No pressure. I'm not thinking about people who I'm trying to keep up with. Nobody. None of that. I'm doing something I love and I want to grow. So this is my process. This is just one of my processes of how I go through this. So I encourage you to think about whatever it is that you're doing. How can I make this process even better? I know this video is a little long, but I want to give examples of how you can make your process even better. All right. I want to thank you so much for checking this out. Before we go, do me a favor, family, go and check out the links in the description. All those amazing things, my channels, podcasts, my business, I don't know if I said my class already. The Linktree link, if you want to learn more about me, all those things are in there. Go check those things out. I hope you're having a wonderful day. And if you're not having a wonderful day, you can change that by your mindset. Thanks so much. Tony King out.